right? Uh, and we were watching a video of Donald Trump. He had said, "What do you say?"
Said
He's
said a bunch of things about Title IX, about this transgender movement and all that, changing shit up. I mean, changing stuff up. I try not to curse. Man.
hey,
It's so
hey
hard,
man, you know what?
It's so hard.
You're one of the guys that like honestly I've ever seen that you don't curse a lot.
I try not to. I got a sailor's mouth.
Yeah, but well, maybe because I'm an excessive cursor. You know,
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'm an excessive motherfucker. You know what I mean? That even if you probably think you cuss as much as me, I don't think so, man.
No, I think you're worse than me.
I am bad. I am horrible. Man. Like I just feel like it just
comes out naturally.
No. Yeah, but because I don't look at words as good words or bad words. But what I like about cuss words is when you say them, it's whatever you say. If you just add a cuss word right in front of it, like it just makes it pop. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that boy said it for real.
He meant that? Yo, he didn't mean it the other way.
Well, yeah, let me give you a simple example, right? A simple example.
All right.
Right? You could say you, that don't mean nothing. But fuck you! Something else.
That's fight words.
What? And everybody's like, oh my God. And they're always like the bad words are always, you haven't, like, this is the thing I noticed about bad words. They're like 4-letter words most of the time. And they're stingy, you know? They're 4-letter words, but they're like one syllable. Right?
Yeah,
it's like, it's not like 2 syllables. It's like shit, fuck, bitch. It's like 5 4-letter words, but they're like one syllable, bro. It's like one sound. It's not like you didn't break your sound up into any. I think that's why they hit so hard, because it's kind of like a scream.
Yeah.
Like it's only one, like ah. It ain't like a speech, you know. So you're talking to somebody, right? You're like, yeah, you know what, and yeah, and then this motherfucker up here from, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of wake people up.
Yeah, now you're like getting people to do that.
And you kind of like scare people, like you wake them up to this world like that, you know? I just don't see nothing wrong with the words. I think it's the way you use them.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also be pretty as fuck. You know what I mean? I'm like, what you mean? Oh, that sounded good.
Yeah,
like, what you mean? I just cussed at you. Nah, but he just said things and I forgot about the. You know, it just depends on how you take it, right? Do you react or do you respond, right? Like that's being responsible means you respond. You don't react. Somebody says something, who cares? Right? Now, if you are that, you'll get mad. But then everybody know that you feel that way about yourself. I don't care if that's how you feel, but now I know you feel that about yourself because you're acting crazy, right?
Right.
I'm like, oh, you expose yourself every time you react to shit. Because now I know who you are. You were like, oh, I'm a hardcore dude, and somebody came out of somewhere and was like, Diddy's around the corner. Ah, and you ran, and it was like, I was like, hey, that boy's scary.
Where?
Yeah, you could have went, you could also went, where's he at? And put your booty out. Or you could have been like, boy, that boy better not come next to me. You know what I mean? So how you reacted lets me know who the fuck you are at the end of the day.
Oh, man.
But what we were talking about, leave all kids alone.
Yes. Leave them alone.
So, Trump had this speech, and what he's saying about, he said he's passing some Title IX. Title IX, he's saying Title IX, it won't allow transgender women to play in women's sports.
I just don't understand why you would have to tell somebody they can't do that. I don't get that. I mean, it's messed up that we have to pass a law like that, but I don't get it. I don't get why we have to do that.
Oh, you have to because they infiltrated.
Yeah, but it should already be a red flag there.
Like somebody allowed this. What you're
saying
saying is somebody allowed this to happen right off the bat, right?
And that dude, whoever that person was.
Well, that was Biden. If it was 2 years ago,
they need to go to jail. That's the way I see it.
I mean, look, in a boxing match, hey, you know what happened? You know what just happened? I was about to say, in a boxing match, you put a man in there with a woman, and then she gets killed. Yeah. I don't understand women on TV. They're like, yeah, let her be her. I mean, that's a fucking grown ass man. You know what I mean? It's grown man beating up on a woman. But if I hit you, what? You should never hit a lady. But if I put a dress on and I call myself Maribel or something,
is that the best you can come up with?
Huh?
Is that the best thing you can come up with? I was waiting for a good name.
Maribel. Shaquita? What you want, man?
You ain't black though. You can't use that. That'd be my name.
Hey, I identify as black, bro.
Nah, that just don't work, man.
No, come on, man.
That don't work.
Well, I could identify as a cat. Nah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even allow that.
Oh man, yeah. Well, anyways, like, what's up with these? Like, I don't even know what we were talking about. Yeah. Oh, the boxer. Oh, the dude. Remember we talked about the guy, right, at the Olympics? All right. Well, guess what? Not happened.
What happened?
He's just been certified a man.
But he wasn't before.
Yeah, the XY chromosomes. He's never been a woman. He never menstruated. None of that stuff. None of this shit.
They couldn't have done that before the fight.
Yeah. It's like they but like years later after they won, should they give it back?
Yeah.
They should give it back.
Yeah, he lost.
They should give the girls another shot.
Because I mean, what are they saying? They're saying that he just changed into a man now, so it's okay.
No. They ain't saying that he changed. You can't do that. They're saying that he was never a woman. That's what they're saying now. Like he competed illegally. Like it. You know what I'm saying? Like he competed illegally.
So you should go to jail.
So all y'all people that was out there, that was like, it's okay. She's a woman. Y'all transphobic. Blah, blah, blah. All y'all should apologize as well. Right?
I can say their apology.
Nah, well, no.
I just want the guy to go to jail.
For what?
Domestic violence. He just hit a woman.
It's what? Nah,
he said now. Oh, he's still gonna get locked up.
Well, it's not it can't be really a crime though. At the end of the day, even though you know that, I know the other bitch knew that this dude was a man, right, but she wanted to compete. She signed the papers. She went in there. She fought. You cannot sue me. You cannot sue me if there was a dude on the radio station, was a man. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's a very funny video. That's where you could.
Yeah.
So the video is, he's a radio host guy. He was a skinny guy, and a lot of women called up there and they're like, they would whoop his ass because he's a skinny ass dude, right? So he said, okay, I got tickets for this concert. Any woman that whooped my ass could get the tickets, but this fool was not playing. He was not playing. Nobody got the tickets that night. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, you never seen this video?
No, I ain't see it.
But he rocks them, but then oh man, too much.
But that's different than that Olympic shit. The reason why is because these women knew they were fighting a man, and they weren't forced into doing it. But in the Olympics, this lady is already in the Olympics. You gotta fight this dude. Unless you're gonna quit and you already default at this point, you lost. You see what I'm saying? But she at least want to try. If she could win.
You know what, man?
You're in a bind right there. That's what I'm saying. This dude knew he was a fucking dude from the beginning. Nah, man.
No, I get it.
You gotta go.
I get it. But you know what? Now that I'm reflecting back on what happened, because you know that one girl, she got hit and she turned around and she was crying and she didn't, you know what I mean? Like, like I don't know at the time, but now that I think about it, I'm like, oh shit, you right. You right. Like the motherfucker like thought she was fighting Iman, a chick, right? That sound like a chick name, but it also sound like a dude name. Hey, why don't y'all give very gender specific names because this is crazy. Hey.
I don't know. I just feel like they knew what the dudes.
They
coming
knew.
in,
Oh,
so-
right. But
the
still,
officials
though, she
allowed it.
already had practice for the Olympics, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
okay, well, I'm gonna say yes.
She
All right,
not-
I'm
she
gonna
not
say
gonna
yes.
back out.
But when she got out there and got hit by a dude, she realized
I'm fucked. Yeah, it's her.
I don't even know how to act right now. Like, I don't know what to do, what to say, because I don't want to quit because I'm a fighter, right? And
Well-
anybody who has ever fought in their life and
Yeah.
any kind of, you know what I mean, they know that, hey, yo, when you fight, you're like, you gotta kind of be
Let
like
me
a
get-
dog, because then if they look at you from the outside in,
Mhm.
if you don't fight, you're a fighter, bro. That your whole marketing, your whole shit is upon that you're the tough guy.
Right.
If you fucking quit in there, regardless man or woman or whatever,
Yeah.
you're in
I
a
mean,
bad
she
you're in a
trained-
bad
she trained
situation.
hard for that.
Yeah, and
Why
then
would
you
she quit?
also train very hard
Yeah,
for it,
you're not-
right? So
not gonna
you're
throw away all that
you're
training
in
for
a
nothing.
bad mix of a situation
So
there.
there's a perfect example right here I'm gonna give you. Men boxing, right? But now they want you to fight this bear that identifies as a fucking man. What the fuck you gonna do now? You trained your motherfucking ass off.
Oh,
now
I'll
you gotta
quit.
fight this bear. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm
though.
not.
I'm just saying.
As a man, I'm not as prideful as a woman. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm not saying.
I could fucking admit my goddamn defeat. I mean, like, hey, a woman's been asked this question before too, bro. Like, would you rather be in the forest with a man or a bear? And she shows a fucking bear. I'm telling you right now, every fucking man, I don't give a fuck if you're Godzilla, motherfucker, will choose not to get, if they had a choice, like a real choice, like, hey, you get in the ring with the bear or whatever, hey, you know what, nah, I'm good. Yeah. How much money? Nah, you gonna let him loose like that? He's a wild bear, like you don't have him trained, like he's just a wild bear.
He's a transgender bear.
No, oh, he's a transgender bear. It don't even matter if he's transgender.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not getting in the ring with no fucking bear. That's it. That's this bottom fucking line. You think I'm gonna beat a bear? And that's screw out of your fucking mind. What kind of bear? I beat a cub ass. I beat a fucking. I beat the shit out of. Hey, I beat the shit out of a cub, bro. Like a little cub. I'll stomp on that, son.
It was scratch. Oh, game over.
A little cub.
I still got sharp ass fucking claws.
3
man.
months.
No, that's still too young.
I said a cub, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
say
that-
a grown bear. I didn't even say a teenage bear. I said a cub. A
Nigga,
cub
you
is a
got that
baby.
teenage
A
bear.
baby. How long? Okay. See, this is where you need to research. Like, when does a bear turn into not a cub? When can you stop calling a bear a cub? Is what I'm trying to understand. I'll beat a cub ass. But you know what?
You probably would.
You know what? Since we on the topic of leave our children alone, leave them cubs alone too, man.
we
you know what I'm
ain't been
saying?
mentioning up too the 300,000 kids that went missing crossing the border. I remember that too. Then none of these kids are at fault. And now they gone. Now they missing. Nobody know where they at.
There goes your Biden administration. But see, how come the left don't come out and be like, oh my God, the kids?
They don't really care about the kids.
They don't care. You know what they care about? They trying to stop the deportation and all this kind of. I mean, they, like you said before, like they probably are committing treason because
Yeah.
once the president-elect is the president-elect, like, we have a plan, you know what I mean? And then you try to deter, like, one of the biggest things was in the whole deal, wasn't it immigration was a big problem, right?
Yeah.
Taxes was another thing. And what was another thing that
Mhm.
Trump had going on there? Probably the wars.
Yeah. I would put that in there, but I don't think it was that one, but I put it in there.
Right.
You talked about a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm talking about like the main always talking points. One of the things was
Talking
big time
points.
immigration, man.
Yeah, the border was number
the
one.
border was on there.
The,
All right,
because the border is
and
part of violent
all
crimes
right,
too.
but
So.
I'm just gonna talk about the border. And then all of America voted and said, you know what? Goddamn right. we need to fix this shit. And now he went in there, he's trying to fix it, right? Like everybody in America voted for that. The majority did. So now the majority is trying to do what the hell they said they was gonna do. And then the other side is trying to do what they want to do still.
See, the thing is, they already proven their point. So if let's say you use California as an example, we want to create a sanctuary state for these illegals. That's fantastic and all, but there's no guarantee you're going to keep them in your state. They can always leave the state and cause trouble someplace else. So this is the reason why they want to deport them. That was the argument. So that's a really good argument. So
I see what you're saying. Yeah. What you're saying is, okay, you're providing the sanctuary city, and that's fine and everything, but you're not fucking providing the assurance that they all stay in your sanctuary city. They're not and then they don't, and that's where you get to where the kids are missing, because they can't even give you a report of where these people are at, because they don't care about ID. They don't care about nothing, right? And so if they don't care about that, obviously, to try to make it less, if there's a whole bunch of adults missing, who cares? But underneath the carpet, underneath the dirt, underneath the bullshit, 300,000 kids lost, right? This is how they fucking do this little, and they don't talk about it enough, right? They talk about other stupid stuff.
But it's only mentioned like in passing. You ever realize that? Like when you watch the news and you hear something like so egregious like this, it's like they just mention it and then they jump onto the next topic and you're like, whoa, go back to that. Kids missing? What are you talking about?
Right, it's just like, oh yeah, whatever, another 300,000 kids missing. This is cat stuck on the tree. Look at this rescue. Wow, look at the rescue of the firefighter. Bitch, you just said 300,000 kids was missing. Did I miss something? Who's looking for these kids? And then when you start to talk about it, like, well, we don't really have the number. Well, you don't have the numbers for nothing besides the American people suck. We don't know what we want. Of course we know what we want. We want clean-ass borders, right? We want the people to be here. Take care of the people here first. You can't help other people unless your glass is filled. When your glass is overflowing, then you can give other people. If your glass don't have no water, what am I going to give you? Nothing. Your glass has to be full, overflowing with joy in it. Like they say, well, where's the joy at? The joy is in finding these kids, man. You know what I mean? Like, but over 8 million kids go also missing a year in the whole world, you know. And I think I think that number is low, actually. I actually,
that sounds
no. I think it's low.
Lower
than what the actual number is. Yeah. I think so.
I don't know, man. Now you want me to check it? Cause the last time I checked it was a while ago.
No. Well, I don't care what they say there. I'm just saying whatever number they have.
You something lower than that.
No. Not lower. I'm saying that's low.
Oh. So you're thinking it's more than what they're claiming?
Yeah, I'm saying that. Why would I play myself? If I rule the world, if I rule this stuff, right? And only that many kids you captured, I'm gonna let you have it, right? I can't do nothing about it. You found out about those 8 million kids. I'm gonna let you get them, right? I'm gonna let you go ahead and say whatever, right? The rest of them, you think I'm gonna tell you?
So you're gonna keep? Okay.
You think there ain't no people in the Amazons? There ain't no people in these remote places that don't really even have anything? I mean, I remember I grew up, bro. I grew up in the ranch. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing there. Like, if somebody kidnapped me, I'm be kidnapped. Nobody gonna put me in the census. You know what I'm saying?
The numbers won't be 100% accurate.
No, and then they're kids. How are you gonna keep them? And you can steal them before they even give you the birth certificate. You can get them at the hospital.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
Why they give me this number for? Why they give me this one for?
Don't get distracted, doggy.
Oh, wow, it's a lot in Texas.
So, like,
Anyway,
all right. So, after the whole situation, dude's a man. Now what? Should give the thing back, everything back. What do we
yeah.
do in this situation? What do we do?
You
What are we
forfeit.
doing here? Here's another problem with this.
He forfeits. He forfeits his fucking winnings.
But here's another problem,
Forfeits
though.
his all the
Yeah,
endorsements he got.
well, whatever, man.
And
They're
then-
not gonna do what
he
what they tell
he
what
takes
we
his
tell them to
fucking
do or
license away, he don't
whatever.
know how to box no more.
Yeah, we can tell them
I would
whatever
do
the
that
fuck
shit.
they fuck. They ain't gonna do nothing.
That's what I would do.
But here's another deal. And here's how I know this is some off the wall, just so straight up BS. This is how I know it's BS, right? Because you don't see nobody advocating for. Oh, we want these women out of our sports. As guys, we don't have to keep you out of our sports. You're not athletic to be on our sports. So that's never a problem, right? Like, oh, a woman wants to play in the NBA. Go ahead, go to the tryouts. You suck. Bye. Right? How come the problem doesn't exist the other way? It's what I'm trying to get at here.
Because they won't make it. You already said it.
Okay, so then how is it advancing? How is it helping women? Like I'm a feminist. I love women. Hey, I want you to do your own thing. Do your own sports. You can't compete. That's why you don't switch from WNBA to NBA. But it's easy to switch from NBA to WNBA because there's no competition there. And nobody wants to be real about this or what? It just doesn't make no sense to me. You know? But a man can't hit a woman. I'm like, but you let him play in your sport? You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, can't no, hey, you're stronger, man. You can't just be beating up on women. I was like, but you let him in the league. No, but he identifies as. I said, remember the other story where the dude. What was it? It was a dude identifying as a chick, right? He went into the weightlifting contest. You probably have it.
Yeah, I remember that story. he was crushing it. He was putting in new records and shit. And then the guy on the other team for the girls, the coach, he signed up. And he was beating the guy, and the guy was getting mad. I forgot the story, but who the guy's name
No,
was.
I remember.
But it was a funny story. What did he call himself? Well, his name was hilarious, so he called himself.
No, man. Look it up. I'll tell you the story.
Damn.
The story is this. It was a dude transition, whatever, right? I guess he has transitioned for about a year or two or whatever, right? But the only rule that they had on the league was that as long as you identified as a woman, you can compete in the women's competition. And when the coach found this out, because he was beating all his girls, right, that he was training. So he actually had respect for women. Like, I'm going to train you so you can compete. But then the competition got cheat code, right? It's a cheat code. Come on, man. Y'all play video games?
This is a story right here, but.
And then what happened was the coach decided to go in the game, right? And he just said, well, shit, the rules. He probably went in there. He read the rules, right? He was like, oh, shit, I don't have to shave my beard. I don't have to do nothing. Nothing. He had to do absolutely nothing. He just straight up
said he was
a woman.
How easy is that?
And he smoked this motherfucker.
He was massive. Look at him. I got the picture right here. How you look like? That was a coach. And that was the guy. That was the guy who thought he was a woman. I guess I might get in trouble for that.
Yeah, so that was crazy, right? So
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. Like, your delusion is not who you are. The problem in this world is, I'm gonna let y'all know something, man. For real, this is real shit. And you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but you already know where I stand on most of my stuff. Identity is the culprit here. It's the problem. Identity is a sickness. It's a poison to society. Identity means what? I mean, what can you possibly identify with? Everything. So once something becomes your identity, it becomes so grounded inside of you, right? So let's say I identify with my country. I'm a patriot. That's what you would call me, right? Identifying with my gender, you would either call me, if I identify with a man and I identify with this certain type of dude, I could be a play. I identify with, okay, you identify, and now you talking about racism too, like you identify as black, I identify as something else. You identify, but if this identity is so rooted in you, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're talking about identity, and there's thousands of shit, and identity. If you understood what I understand, you would know that this is the point. Identity is a way to smash society. And I know it is a way to smash society because it will smash you. I don't know if it will smash society. I know it will. Because identity will smash the shit out of you. Identity is small. It's a small thing. What you gonna identify with? Something small here? The trick is to identify with the whole cosmos. That's what you teach kids, to not have an identity. When you don't have an identity, you identify with everything. And everything becomes beautiful and everything becomes a part of you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. When you identify with something, you single yourself out.
You block yourself. It's a poison to the intellect.
You limit yourself.
You straight restricted. Right? And that's why you see the people that identify as stuff, like, I'm a gay, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm with this nation, I'm with that nation, I'm black, I'm Mexican, whatever the fuck it is, you identify. Right? When somebody else from the outside of your shit comes over and breaks that, says, man, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Right? What they do. Completely lose their shit. Right? You racist bigot, blah, 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 blah. Why they lose their shit when all you said was like, you're not a woman? Right? They're so identified.
Right.
When you break that identity, they can't deal with it in their mind, right? So they blow up. You know they're sick in the head. You understand what I'm saying? These are sick people, of identity people. If you want to identify with something, right? At least make your identity bubble a little bit bigger, Identify as a human being. That way, that's inclusive. You identify. If I identify as a human being, that's inclusive to you, to you, to you, to. I identify as a non-binary, pick he, she, transsexual, ordinary. I said, oh goddamn, you limited yourself to like 0.00001% of the fucking whole goddamn fucking universe because you're trying to be some type of fucking different. You're not being different. You're being retarded. You know what I'm saying? You're not being different. You're being so, like, there's something wrong with you, right? You identify so small. Your identity is so small that I could easily break you. That's how easily I break you. Your identity is this small, right? I identify with he, she. right there. I can grab this shit and throw it in the trash anytime. Anytime of day, I could break it. I could break anything. I could break anything you do. Because all I got to do is break your identity and you're broke. You're broke as fuck. You're broken 1,000 pieces. Can't mess with me. You got an identity problem.
Makes sense. I didn't think of it that way.
Oh, because
I hear what you're saying. I understand it, but when you break it down more, it makes sense now. I hope everybody else out there understands now. Don't limit yourself. Put yourself in that box. What you're doing.
Yeah, you're identified with something that's so small. Like if you identify a little bit bigger, there's more rewards for you. They're more clear for you, right? Obviously, everybody can think whatever they want, and there's a million thoughts out there. If you let those million thoughts flow, then that's cool. If you grab on to one thought, then all the other ones would go away. So you're retarded here, right here, with one thought.
You lose out.
You lose the other thoughts.
Yeah.
You lose the world grabbing onto your identity. You lose the universe. You can't even identify yourself with the stars and with the beginning and the ending because you're here.
God damn. I like that. You need to make that a short right there.
That's what it is. That's a whole clip.
That's a clip right there.
That's identity for you. And that's why these people can't win, bro. They're fighting a battle it's a non-winning battle. How you gonna fight a battle and say, oh, you better believe in this? Nobody has ever been forced to believe into something. Maybe they've been forced to doing something, but it doesn't mean because they've done it that they believe in it. If you force me into Christianity, bro, well, I'll kill your family if you don't pray to Christ. Whatever, right? Then I'm forced. But it doesn't mean that I believe in it. I was just forced to do it. So you have to be all in, right? So that's how identity is. Somebody forced you into a corner over there, even though you don't really even believe it. That's why it's easy to break. You break that shit. That's why these narcissistic people,
they break.
They break so easy. You can tell how it's easy. See, no. I'm gonna tell you how you can tell it's easy how you break them. Oh, when you do break them, you'll know right away. But you won't know that you broke them because they'll come at you weird. So they'll come at you with some kind of softness or something. You know, they'll come with you with something like, oh, some kind of problem, some kind of victimization, like, oh, you know what, you know, to see where you're at, gauge him like this nigga still love me because he just broke me. Then you be nice like you are, but to them it's just gradual satisfaction, you know?
We gotta save that for another show.
Yeah.
that topic's gonna be specifically for that show.
Oh yeah. I got a whole bunch of shit to say about that. But
I think we could, man.
At the end of the day, I got one little thing to say. I gotta say something. You know, you can say stuff without saying words sometimes, right? Like there's stuff you can say without saying words. And I got a little something for all the pedos. I got a little something for you motherfuckers that don't know to stay away with your dicks away from the women's restrooms and bathrooms and locker rooms and gyms and stuff like this. You know, I know all of you ain't never heard of this one, but what do? You say, what do you say to a pedo?
F you. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh, was it middle finger?
Yeah, there you go. He got one, but I got three. Three for you.
Oh, we got canceled.
3.
that even possible?
Woo!
Did you break your finger?
Shh. I'll see y'all some other time.
Peace out. I close it.